Truth is, I have no idea what I'm doing right now.
I pick myself up, dust myself off, start all over again.
Hey guys, welcome back. It's Monday, June 30th at about 2:16 in the afternoon. I've just now started editing all the footage captured from the 12th and from last week and trying to form it into some sort of a cohesive vlog, which even with the aid of AI, is very difficult. Oh, by the way, I don't think I told you guys, I have a new laptop. It's an HP 15.5 inch with an Intel Core i7 and 16 gigs of memory, which is an upgrade from my 8 that was on my old laptop. Managed to get everything transferred, but not without a lot of drama. I'm still getting used to the layout here, but I like it. It responds pretty fast, and so far nothing has crashed. Hopefully it stays that way. Truth is, I have no idea what I'm doing right now. The last couple weeks have had me on my last nerve, and it's like everything, every button, everything just keeps getting tripped or triggered or pushed. I can't even have 5 minutes to myself, at least not when it's just me. When my husband's home, I might be able to snag some modicum of quiet or calm, but my plan today, besides getting caught up on the dishes, which I've already done, and doing a little bit of cleaning, thawing out chicken for dinner, making a meal plan for the week, was to get some editing done. With last week's footage and the week before's footage, which is sadly lacking. I want to tell a story visually, and the ideas are there. I just don't have the dang time to assemble them without my button bandit coming up from behind and punching all the wrong buttons. I mean, yeah, he's got toys to play with, he's got crayons, but I learned the hard way. If I leave him alone in a room with crayons, he will color on the walls. And his meltdowns lately, let's just say I'm despairing of teaching him any sort of emotional control when I'm constantly on my last nerve. So yeah, that's been your second truth bomb in a matter of days. But the only good thing that's happening right now is the fact that I've got a free trial going of Whole Foods home delivery, and they take EBT, so that's cool. And my husband's new job is going pretty well, so that's also cool. The other good thing, what's the other good thing? I know there's more. Oh yeah, my husband is back to playing drums. Oh, that's some footage I forgot to capture. Dang it! I was gonna show you guys, and it just kind of went bye-bye. Maybe I can dig it up later. So, that being said, I'm honestly afraid to try and start editing. The minute my 3-year-old pops up like a gopher and starts poking anything when I'm in the middle of editing, I swear I'm gonna lose it. And my baby's napping right now, and we're in a basement apartment, so while we don't share walls, we share a ceiling. So, hey, if anybody has any ideas on how I can actually be productive without losing my mind, yeah, that'd make a great self-help title. How to be productive without losing your mind. Hey guys, welcome back. It's Wednesday, the second day of July, and as I've read online, Since we are now at the midpoint of 2025, we are now closer to 2050 than we are to the year 2000. Cue Existential Crisis. So, what's going on? I've been trying to get caught up on a few things. I've got my to-do list going. Dishes are good. I need to do some cleaning and reorganizing. I've got to get rid of some boxes. I want to see if it's possible to put up a little bit of 4th of July decor because that's in 2 days. I'm already thawing the ground beef for the hamburgers. Vlog, good, I'm doing that. I can check that off the list. I'm still in the middle of editing footage that began on June 12th, and it is July 2nd, so yeah. Getting a spare moment to edit when I'm not overstimulated is insanely difficult, and my little button bandit, as I've started calling him, has been boink, 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 pushing every button, especially mine. I need to start my yearly goal of what I call Lord of the Reads, which is reading through The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings 1 chapter a night until Hobbit Day, which is September 22nd. I'm a day behind already, but I need to dig that out of the box. That's probably what I'm going to be doing right now. Uh-oh. Oh no, please. Alright, Lord of the Rings, where'd you go? No fair. Okay. I'm confused. Where's Lord of the Rings? Aha! Oh. Oops. Target's acquired. Good morning, guys. It is Friday, July 4th. Yeah. Boy, I just paused to take a deep breath and suddenly we're 4 days into July and there's going to be fireworks going off. Here's what our indoor decorations look like. My red, white, and blue lights hung up by mini clips. And of course, that's some artwork that my toddler worked on, plus our little flag. There was, of course, supposed to be the fire flyover from the local fire wing at, I believe it's Hill Air Force Base up near Ogden Clearfield. But according to the schedule I found the other day, their flyover was supposed to be right around 10:30, and now it's an hour later. So once again, I missed the opportunity to film fighters flying overhead. Oh well. Well, the boys are dressed in red, white, and blue. They're going to be having burgers for dinner tonight. Apart from decorating and watching the fighter fly over, which I completely forgot about, the only other things today were listening to some patriotic music, already done, and of course cutting up the watermelon because, I mean, hey, what's the 4th of July without watermelon? Morning, everybody. It's now Saturday the 5th, and once again I wake to the familiar sights and smells of lingering gunpowder in the air and fireworks shrapnel from ground-blooming flowers and smoke bombs scattered all along the street. You'd think after things cooled off they'd at least get a broom out there. But, I mean, at least people out here are better at cleaning up their messes than they were in the little desert town where I grew up. So last night, I know it ended rather abruptly, but we had the usual burgers for dinner and of course the watermelon. And thank the Lord Almighty, those fireworks did not wake the boys after they went to bed. Although they went on until something like 11:15 at night. I had to put in earplugs to get to sleep. And then, utter irony, right around 1 a.m. is when, hey, get back here. When the baby woke up and I had to comfort him and rock him back to sleep. So, yep, seeing random bits of fireworks scattered everywhere. Tissue paper and gunpowder and all that fun stuff that was going off. Pow, 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 pow. it kind of gave me a headache for a minute. I'm just glad the boys didn't wake up and freak out. But they're already awake now. It's after 8 a.m. We do have to get our shopping done for the week before it gets hot. And included in that is shopping for my birthday next week. Very happy about that. Excited. Not necessarily excited about the age I'm going to be. Ugh, I'm getting old. But I'm excited about all the goodies I'm going to eat around my birthday. So, as I dodge bits of tissue paper and cardboard and string, off I go. My dog's morning constitutional. She was a little bit bothered at the fireworks, but she wasn't whimpering or trying to escape. She just kind of lifted her head with this weary look and went a few times and was trying to get comfortable. The cat was a little bit more bothered than he usually is. Usually he stares out the window at the goings on going, oh, that's interesting. But last evening he was a bit more bothered. He was going back and forth and rubbing on us, and he seemed a little agitated, a little bothered, not necessarily panicky, but his eyes were dilated, so he was just a little bit bothered. I can't even think of another word for it. So after I get back with the dog, I need to get my boys cleaned up and fed and figure out what we're having for breakfast, figure out what we're having for dinner, meal plan next week besides my birthday, and get going on the day.